going to get started, and we'll allow people to join in as they come in. But we're going to get started. Again, thank you all for joining us for Open Door, returning back this September, well, fall, after taking a break during the summer. For our agenda, welcome remarks, which I already provided, we'll do a partnership overview real quick, share updates, introduce our speaker for today, and then do our raffle cards, as we always do our raffle gift cards, and close out. Quickly, we like to say that the partnership performs as a hub in the community, connecting families to resources based on their need. And we have 2 monthly meetings. You're already attending one now, which is Open Door, which takes place on the second Thursday of each month at 7 p.m. And then there is the general meeting. The general meeting is on the 4th Thursday of each month from 3 to 5. That is in-person, it's hybrid, so it's in-person and virtual, largely attended by service providers, but we welcome residents to join us too. We have a couple of events coming up. One is Family Day Night in collaboration with Flatlands Reformed Church, CRCC, Pathway Forward. This is going to be a night of fun games for all ages, prizes and giveaway snacks, and a nice social time. So if family being together in a family is really important. So if you haven't had a family night in a long time, come and join us here and you'll have a great time. And I'll put the registration for that in the chat in a minute. Then we are having our annual What's Next for Her Women's Summit. This is our 5th year, so we're excited. We are planning to go out with a bang. It's going to be inspiring workshops and panels, networking connections, giveaways, and self-care experiences. So we hope that you can join us. The registration will open tomorrow. During that, we will also be giving out 3 awards to 3 amazing women for resilience. So we hope you can join us for that. October 4th from 10 to 4, registration opens tomorrow. Now I have the pleasure to introduce to you Jennifer Asani. I hope I said it correctly, aka the My True Story Lady. She is the founder of My True series and a book author. She's a book author and a book writing coach. She is the author of On Fire Connections, and she will be providing our today's presentation on starting writing your own book today. Okay, and at the end, with the gift cards, we'll also be raffling off 3 of her books. Oh, sorry, I just went over too early. Sorry about that. But I'm going to take off my presentation, Miss Jennifer, and you could take over from here.
Sure. Thank you so much, Miss Cindy. I appreciate that. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you were able to join us this evening, and you are in for a treat. It's my pleasure to be here to serve you. Oh, can you see the presentation?
No, it's not up yet.
No, I don't see anything.
Okay, just one moment, please.
We see it now.
Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, welcome to the Start Writing a Book Today webinar. It's a pleasure to be here. My name is Jennifer Anyasi, and I am the author of a book named On Fire Connection. I'm grateful to be here, and I'll go through the slides quickly in the beginning and focus on those that are most beneficial to assist you. So who am I? You're probably wondering, who is this woman who is so excited to be here this evening? Well, I am a book coach and author. I am a wife, a mom, and a former project coordinator, legal secretary, and executive assistant. I have written several books, but I've published 3. The first was called I Have to Finish This Book Today, Experiment, which you see here. And The second was an ebook called True Success Space Shuttle. And the most recent one is On Fire Connection under the My True Success series. You can find these all on Amazon Books. Now, I also am a certified medical administrative assistant, which has been very, very helpful during my career because as a legal secretary and an administrative assistant, it gives you the opportunity to write legal documents and format other type of documents, which is very helpful when it comes to formatting a manuscript for a book. I have also been a speaker as a panelist for the Pen, Power, and Purpose panelist discussion, and also a speaker for Healthy Living for Cancer Prevention. Please, please make sure you stay to the end of the presentation for a raffle drawing for a copy of On Fire Connection for free. So what is my story? Briefly, it took me, I don't even want to say this word, but it took me 15 years to actually publish a book. I had written books, but never published them until a new game changer came into town, which is AI. So what I was struggling to do for 15 years, I was able to do it in 3 weeks with the assistance of AI. And I am so grateful to God that I was able to complete the book and publish it. You may be saying to yourself that you have an empty pages now, but you want to be an author. You definitely can become an author. If you can tell a story, you can become an author. If you can speak a story, you can become an author. If you can write basic sentences and know where you want your story to go, you can definitely become an author. Now, 60% of every American, and there are about 350 million Americans, want to write a book but have not. So the mere fact that you are here this evening shows that you are determined, you are motivated, and you are about to do what 60% of Americans want to do but have not done. You may be sitting on the fence and saying, can I do this? Is it too good to be true that you can actually write a book, honestly, if you know what you want to write, with the help of AI in 3 hours, 3 weeks, 3 months, definitely. Yes, you can write that book in that amount of time if you are willing to put in a little hard work and devote time dedicated to just writing a book. So what are the benefits of writing a book? First of all, writing a book is very therapeutic. Sometimes we have life struggles or we have emotional issues or situations going on. And if we actually write down our feelings at that time, that could de-escalate some of the situation that is going on. So writing is very therapeutic. It is also a way to open doors. Once you become an author, you can actually go to different workshops, be invited to them to speak. You can become a motivational speaker. You can also create your own workshops and events or virtual summits and use that as a springboard to have a side hustle. Or you can even write books and use AI to help other people write, which is what I am doing currently. So you can also use it as a divine opportunity to spread the gospel of Jesus Christ. You can use it as a legacy to write a book with your friends or a book with your spouse, a book with your children, a book with the women club, a book with the book club, and also meet people as well as get your story and messages out there. There is some money to be made with writing a book, and I'll touch on that a little bit later. So also, someone is waiting for your book. If you have tips and strategies and solutions in your book to a situation, that could help someone. So as I explained, you can write a book as a legacy. You can also use it to establish yourself as an expert. So when is the best time to start writing a book? Today. Today is the best time to start writing a book. You can start it next week, you can start it next month, you can start it next year, but don't let it be 15 years before you start or finish that book. So please type in the chat the type of book you are thinking about writing. Okay. That will help me be able to know how to present this information to you. Now, to write a book, the best way to start is to just start to honestly, what I call it a PhD system of writing, to think of something that you are passionate about, or something that you have a heart for, or a head for. If you have knowledge about something, you can perhaps write a how-to book. And D in the PhD stands for discipline, dedication. With the help of your passion to write a story and putting your heart and head into it, you can also use AI. And AI is basically refers to the capability of a machine or computer program to perform tasks that replicate human intelligence. AI is not new. It's been around since 1700s. The term AI was coined in 1955. And I mention this because a lot of people think AI just came on the scene. It is also used for many, many things, not just robots. And what happened recently in the last 3-4 years is there has been a tremendous advancement in AI, which is known as generative AI. So some of the early uses of AI was used in NASA. It was also used when Microsoft launched the Xbox 360 Connect. It was also used when IBM created Watson, which was a computer that programmed answers that won Jeopardy against two former champions. So the actual computer beat human beings playing Jeopardy. In 2011, Apple released Siri, the first popular virtual assistant. So AI helps you write well and quickly. What I would like to do now to make this a very engaging presentation is walk you through ChatGPT, and please type in the chat whether or not you have used ChatGPT ever. And when I do this, could I get someone to volunteer as a timekeeper so that I do not spend more than 10 minutes doing this demonstration, because I really enjoy using AI and I can probably spend 10 hours using it. So Miss Cindy or someone, could you let me know when it's about 8 minutes or so and I'll stop talking and go on to something else, please?
Yes, I got you. So you want me to set the time now?
Yes, great. Thank you so much. Okay, so I'm just going to share my screen to do a demonstration of Chat GPT. Now, Chat GPT is was developed by the company called OpenAI, and it is an excellent tool to use for many things. But I'm showing you a demonstration of how you can use it to write a book, or to write an ebook, or an audio book, or anything of that nature. So what you do is you open a Chat GPT account by using your email, and then you'll have access to actually use Chat GPT. And once you log into it, you'll see this. It'll say, what can I help with? So whatever you want to ask, just click in the dialog box and you'll be able to do that. What I am going to do is put in something that I worked on before, just so that you can see how it works.
I'm sorry, I have a question.
Yes,
Okay, you said
right.
use Chat GPT, but is it like, or is it still like you're writing it, or is it like they're writing? Like, how, like I don't understand it.
Okay, let me demonstrate.
Okay.
If you look at the very bottom of the screen here, you see the box where it says ask anything.
Yes. Mhm.
Okay, what you do is you type in here whatever you would like Chat GPT to write for you.
Oh,
You would like for it to create or produce. So it is said in the Chat GPT world that
Mhm.
it's nice to be kind. So I'm gonna type, please
You got it.
write
Oh,
a story about
mankind.
someone. I'm making this up, who
Okay.
has never used chat
Recording.
with instructions how to use it, right? In English, 8th grade level,
Let me put some here.
in the story.
Miss Jennifer,
Yes.
I'm sorry. I forgot I'm supposed to be recording it. So do you mind just saying your name and who you are again? And I'm pressing record right now.
Okay, before we do that, I'll
Okay.
stop here for a moment.
Wait, it's already recording. Oh, we're fine. We're fine.
Fine.
Yes. I just wanted to make sure.
Let me start all over with okay, so when you come, hi, this is Jennifer and Yasi again. When you come into Chat GPT, it'll ask you what's on your mind today or something to that nature. What you are to do is type in whatever you want Chat GPT to do. So I'm just asking it to please write a story about a lady who never used Chat GPT. And then you can type in anything you want. Write it in English, 8th grade level, 5,000 words. Make it funny at the end of the story. Include that she will tell everyone about it and love it. And then you just click here where the arrow is, which is the generate button. And instantly, in a matter of a second or two, it'll ask you, do you want, in this case, it's telling me that that's a pretty big count. So before it dives into writing it, would you like me to write the full 5,000 words in one draft? Or break it into chapters and sections? like 5 or 7 parts. So it suggests to you what it would possibly do, and then you choose what you want it to do by typing in the box what you prefer for AI to do. Or it says, or give you an outline first. So I'm gonna say break into chapters. So I'll type break into chapters and give me an outline too. And then I click the generate button again. And what it does is says perfect. Let's set this up like a fun short novel at the top. So what you want to do now is take a look at the story. So here is the story, and it entitled it Linda Meets ChatGPT. And as you see, chapter 1 is about Linda versus technology. So this is the outline and some main topics with subtopics. I'm just going to scroll down, and you see chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, 5, etc. to chapter 8. Now it asks, would you like to start expanding chapter 1 into full detail, about 700 to 800 words? And it's asking me this because I put in the beginning that I wanted it to be 8th grade level, funny. So to give your story or your work a voice, you put in criteria that you would like ChatGPT to use when it's creating your story. So I'll say yes.
Excuse me, are we supposed to be seeing the outline?
Excuse me?
What are we supposed to be seeing? Are we supposed to be seeing the outline that you're talking about?
Do you not see the outline?
No, all I see is you.
Oh, she's sharing her screen. Are you using
Yeah.
a phone
I'm on my iPad.
on your iPad? Maybe swipe to see if you can go to the actual screen that's being shared.
Okay.
Do you see it now?
No, does everyone else see it? Because everyone
I
else see
see
it.
it. I see her screen.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
see it
Okay.
Yeah,
now.
you gotta swipe over.
Great.
Yeah, because usually I use my computer, but my computer is not working, so that's why I'm on the. Okay, go ahead. I'll figure it out. I just wanted to make sure.
Figure it out soon.
Yeah, try
Yeah,
to
thank you.
swipe the screen to like the first one, the first slide, and you
Yes, I
should be
will.
able to
I'll
see.
figure it out. Thank you.
Okay.
This
So
is after you sign in, right?
Hello.
You have to sign in
Hello.
first, right? Before you actually get to this part, right?
Yeah. Hello.
yes,
Yeah. It's possible that she has have it as speaker view. If she go to multi-speaker view, she might be able to see the screen.
Yeah, she said she's gonna try to figure it out. May have to
Okay.
play around a little bit. And Shawana was asking a question, Miss Jennifer, do you have to sign in? You can go ahead and answer that.
do you have to sign into ChatGPT or
Yes, so you have to sign into Chat GPT, or you could
Okay.
just go full on. Like, how does that work?
there are 2 options. There's an option for you to go to www.chatgpt.com
Oh,
and open an account like a free account like you would open any type of account.
okay.
Or they had and they still do have a Google Chat GPT where no login is needed.
Okay.
So you just go to Google or a browser and you'll just put in open, I'll type it here, Open AI, because that's the name of the company that do.
Oh, okay. All right.
Go to Google and put in Open AI Chat
GPT.
GPT, no login,
Oh, okay.
and you should be able to get into Chat GPT with no problems.
Okay.
Now when you do it that way, there is a limitation on how long you can use it.
Oh.
But you know, it gives you enough time to see how it works.
Mhm.
And make sure that you do not click on another website's
Okay.
information to get here, because they may want you to sign up just to get to this when that's not necessary. Just
Okay.
scroll down until you see OpenAI or ChatGPT's actual website with this information.
All right. Try that.
Okay.
And I just want to add to that, Miss Jennifer. Thank you for sharing that. But also creating your own account, it helps saves
Your
all of the
information,
stuff.
right?
So you
Yeah.
see how Miss Jennifer here has a long list of things. She
Yeah, I
can go
see.
back and search for anything that she wants to. But like she said, it's free. The same way you can have a free Zoom account or
Mhm.
go up with a plan and pay for it, but you can do the basic and still have a good amount of access.
Oh, okay.
The bigger
I'll
it
sign
gets
up.
is like the more you want to pay more money. It's like if you want to do some like real deep things, research, analytical, like stuff like that,
Mhm.
building tables, and even some of that it does free, but it stuff
To a
like
certain
that
extent,
it would be
yes.
limited. Like you only could do it once for
Mhm.
the day and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Thank
Exactly.
you.
Yes. So, like Miss Cindy said, there are advantages for having an account, and it keeps a record over here. This is what I searched for before. So it keeps a history of what you worked on, and you don't have to cut and paste as much because it's there. Okay. So I'm going to say yes. And what happens is now Chat GPT is writing my story, which could be a book if we wanted it to. And this is chapter 1 about Linda versus technology. And that's around 780 words done. And what you would do is you would read whatever it wrote and you would edit it on your own and take out stuff, add stuff, switch paragraphs around, sentences, however you wish to edit it. But in a matter of a few seconds, ChatGPT wrote 780 words, which you or anyone could not possibly do in a matter of a second. So that's the beautiful thing about it. So now it would ask you, do you want me to go ahead and start writing chapter 2? So I just type in yes. And it instantly, ta-da, chapter 2. So you can keep going you could keep saying yes until it writes the entire book for you. And you would click down on this down arrow to go down. And so for chapter 2, it wrote another 740 words.
Sorry, Miss Jennifer. It's been 10 minutes. I try to highlight you in the chat, which you can see.
I appreciate it. So basically, that's how Chat GPT works, which is amazing. So what I highly recommend you to do, and I'm going to go back to the slide, is because you want to know how do you write? How do you come up with an idea? Because you don't want to rely solely on an AI to write your story, because an AI is not a human being. Only you know what's in your heart. Only you know what you're passionate about or what story you want to tell. So AI cannot go into your brain and tell your story. You would have to be the one that do that. So these are things that AI can do in terms of writing. It could come up with the idea, it can write an outline for your story, it could write faster, and at sometimes it could write better than human beings. It could ask you to add more details quickly to the main character, to the plot of your story, to the subplot, or or add a twist to your story, depending on what it is that you're asking it to do. fixes grammar, spelling errors, and it can make your story flow better. It also can add the voice of what type of story that you are actually writing. If you want to write a romance story, a horror story, or a self-help story, motivational based story, it does all of it. Okay, so I'm going to go quickly through these slides only because I would like to answer your questions at the end, so please hold your questions to the end. I would like for you right now to do a little writing because that's what this is all about. Start writing today. Don't be bashful. Hopefully you have a piece of paper or a notebook or something that you can write on. And if you do not, take out your cell phone and write it on your cell phone notes or write it in a text to yourself as your paper. So if you, I would like you to choose one of the below as something that you would like to write about for 1 minute. So either choose, if you could write only one book, what would it be about? Or if people often ask you for advice about blank, so you will fill in the blank if people ask you for advice. Think about a story from your life that other people could learn from. Or the message that you want to leave in this world is fill in the blank. So this is known as the 1 minute writing process. And what you do is you select something from the above options, and I want you for 1 minute just to write about that. Use plain sentences. Don't worry about if you made an error, a spelling error. You're not editing, you're just writing something for 1 minute now. So I'll give you 1 minute to do that, please. And just in case somebody just joined us, you're just writing for 1 minute about the message you want to leave in the world. Okay, I'm going to assume that that was a minute or so. So how do you turn your idea into a book? There are different ways of writing a book. Everybody has a different process. Some people start with an outline and they just write maybe 10 to 12 different possible chapter headings. Some people just do what is known as a mind dump of their story. Whatever they're passionate about or whatever is in their heart or in their head at that moment to write about, they just, or whatever story is in their mind, they just go ahead and write. So they do a mind dump. They write it in their own words with no help from AI. They also don't edit. Do not edit when you're first writing your draft. Do not edit as you write. You want to just get your story down on the paper or on the screen. So a mind dump is a great way that many people start to write. And it's a very good for mental health purposes because whatever's in your head or your heart or on your chest, you get it out on paper. And sometimes by the time you finish writing things on paper, especially if it's something that's really troubling you, it helps you gain clarity about the situation, and it helps prevent people from doing things that they might have done if they had not calmed down and expressed their feelings on paper first. Okay, so that's the mind dump process. I'm gonna skip that one. Now you may be wondering, can I write well enough? If you can put together a sentence, or if you can speak a sentence and then speak another sentence, write another sentence. Writing is really all about putting together sentences so that they can make paragraphs. And there are many online resources for you to actually learn how to write if you are interested in doing that as well. But with the help of AI, you could, all you need to do is write in simple sentences, write out maybe your whole story from that mind, take that story from your mind dump and put it into AI and let it write a story for you. Okay, in your story, in terms of using AI, you may write whether or not the person is a man or woman, whether what the character age is, what cultural group the character comes from. You may put in what type of book that you're writing, whether it's romance, whether it's a thriller, or if it's a how-to book, or if it's a educational book. So you put in as much information as possible if you want it to be specific. You can add if you want it to be motivational, funny, or you can just write one sentence in the beginning and then let Chat GPT suggest to you what you should write about. Now, when you write your book, you can use the hybrid method when you write your book. You take your story, and sometimes you may need somebody or want someone to help you write your book other than AI. And if you do get someone to assist you to write your book, that person is normally known as a ghost writer, because that person is writing your book. What ghost writers usually do is they may interview you by recording you, and then they take your recording and they take your story and they write it from the recording. You're going to also need an editor, or you yourself will be the editor, because after you write a first draft, you're going to edit it. You may write a second draft or in a third draft, however many drafts that you need to write in order to complete your story. So you will be the editor, or you can hire an editor. And in terms of publishing, you can publish it yourself or you can publish it the traditional way. Yes, you can write a book. You can write a book in a few hours with the help of AI. You can write a book in a few weeks, in a few days, definitely. And you can write it by attending a master class or seeking a book writing author's expertise. Now, how many pages do you need to write? If you use self-publishing and Amazon KDP, which I'll talk about, but KDP is Kindle Direct Publishing by Amazon. You would have to, for a paperback, for kids' book, it would have to be at least 24 pages in black and white. Or for premium color, a paperback in standing color has to be at least a minimum of 72 pages. And if it's a hard copy, at least 75 pages. Now, how do you write a book? Like I said, you can use the PhD system, whatever you're passionate about, whatever's in your heart and your head, and you have to be disciplined until it's done. And the way to be disciplined until it's done, because you may have many distractions in life, you have to put it in your mind, this book is important to me. You have to say, my story is important to me and possibly others too. So I want to make sure that it's done, and you have to take out time, make the time to get it done. How do you make it plain? You decide what to write. And if you do not know what to write, don't worry. Go into Chat GPT and say, could you please suggest to me what to write about because of X, Y, and Z, and it would give you ideas to write about. So you find a quiet location to work from, and you have to definitely have something to write on. You can also use your cell phone to write. I have written so much of my book content actually while I laid in bed, because I took out my cell phone when I was highly inspired and I just sent a text to myself about what it is that came into my head that I wanted to write about. So you can write in your bed. Because a lot of times when you're inspired to write something, you may forget it in the next 5-10 minutes. So it's good to write it instantly while it's still fresh in your brain. Okay. What if you need to get organized too? You can take a class, you can do, like I said, a story mind dump, but do not aim to be perfect. Just write your story, any parts of it. You may not even write the beginning first. You may write the end first, and the middle, and then the beginning. But write it in your own words. And if you want to write it better, or you want to make it spicier, go into Chat GPT with what you wrote, and then you'll be able to have more word count quickly. You can also research your topic if you desire, and like I said, or seek the help of a ghostwriter. Now, another way to make it plain is to write, like I said, one sentence at a time. Or if you don't want to write, you can also produce your own audio book, and you will speak whatever your book is. You don't have to write anything. People do listen to audiobooks when they're in a car driving or they're in transit. So if you don't want to write, developing an audiobook is an option, because you have to remember that you are creating this however you want. And the beautiful thing about writing a book is that it is your book, your story, so you get to write whatever you want. Other than writing your book, you have to edit it, you have to proofread it, you have to fact check and get copyright permission when you take other people's work. You also need to fact check and proof AI, whatever Chat GPT gives you, you have to make sure that it is correct, because you have to make sure that the facts that it gives you does not have errors. The way it works is that AI is machine learning. So what happens is that the computer learns as we put in information in AI, it learns how human beings think and how they write, and it takes what we input in there and expand on that based on the codes that the computer program was put in there. So that's why I think they're keeping also a history of what it is that we write, because the computer feeds off of the history. So it is, it's a little challenging at times to write, and you may get writer's block, but there are many ways that you can overcome writer's block. So in the chat box, would you please put what's holding you back from writing your book? It's good for me to know that, so I know what it is that I need to focus on for the rest of the presentation. What is holding you back? Okay, so don't be bashful. Make sure you write what is holding you back. And I'm going to go through the questions or concerns in the chat towards the end, and I would answer and give you feedback on some of the concerns that you have. So now that you say you've written your book, you have your 75 pages, you would also need to have a book cover. And there are quite a few book cover generators out there. If you are not an artist, or a graphic designer, you can have AI create your cover for you as well. So what I'm going to do, well, there are many AI related artwork apps out there, but I'm going to go over Magic Studio because it's free. You don't even have to open an account, just like ChatGPT, but also you can open an account and you have access to a lot of other options and features. Canva.com also has a book cover generator called Magic Design. I'm not going to walk through that today, but I'm going to do a presentation of Magic Studio. So just please hold on one moment, please. Can you still see my screen? Hello?
For you.
Okay, great. So if you go on the internet and you just type in Magic Studio, AI art generator. And I also want to mention that OpenAI also has the same a book generator as well, but I'm going to go to Magic Studio. Here it is here. You see it says free AI art generator, lightning fast, no login, Magic Studio. So I click here.
I can't see your screen. I don't know if you
I'm
share.
sorry. Yeah, I was about to say the same thing.
Okay, you don't see the screen. Let me just. Can you see it now?
Yes.
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 Wonderful, wonderful. So, and this is magicstudio.com, AI art generator. And you can also, when you have an account, you will log in or you can upgrade if you want more features. And what you do is you type your description of what you want to create. So if you wanted to use this to create your book cover, this is an illustration form, but you can also create a picture versus an illustration as this in. So I'm just gonna type a lady wearing a red dress with city sky scraper in the background. And then I just click on create a picture. And can you see this image of the woman?
Yes.
Guys,
Yeah.
yes. So in a matter of seconds, it has a image of a woman in a red dress, and you see the skyscrapers in the background. Now, if you do not like this photo image, you click on refresh, and it gives you another one. So this is a way to get a cover for your book, and the more detailed and unique you are, the better it fits your book cover. Now, you may not want, you notice that you may want a different lady. You may say a Black lady. And I'm going to change it. Wearing a purple jumpsuit. Now, I know I'm going to put on the beach. I know normally you wouldn't be wearing a jumpsuit on the beach, but let me see what it gives me on a beach. And I click create a picture. And here you have what I asked for, a Black lady wearing a purple jumpsuit on the beach. So then this is an easy way to get a cover for your book. In fact, the cover that I have on my book on Prior Connection, I did it through AI. I just had someone add the man on the cover for me, but I got the cover for free because I used something like this. Okay. Any questions regarding that?
It's a question in the chat.
Oh, okay.
Let me just.
Yvette, would you like me to ask the question for you?
Sure, that's fine. There are two of them.
Yes. So she asked, can you upload your own image to mix with the AI generator? And she also says, what are the legal ramifications for using one of the AI generated covers? Is it legal?
Sure, those are excellent, wonderful questions. There are some book cover generators that you can upload your own image. So it depends on the actual app that you use. Many of the book cover generators do allow you to upload your image, and some of them you can upload it and you can edit it in there as well. In terms of the legal requirements, you still have to follow. This is an AI app that you're using. What happens is when you go to publish, especially on Amazon KDP, it asks you, did you use any AI to write your book? Did you use any AI for your cover? What you do is you be honest and check, yes, I did use AI, and it'll ask you to type in what AI program, software, or app that you use. And it'll even ask you, did you edit whatever written material that you generated from using AI? And you would, check, yes, I edited it. Now, I think there may be some, and it even asks you to what degree did you edit it? Did you edit it a little bit, or did you edit it more than a little bit? Now, I think there are issues when, I guess, you take everything that's AI generated and you did no editing. I think that's when you have issues, and I'm not exactly sure about the Amazon KDP policy, but I know they have policies on that. But I know if you edit your AI generated content, you are not going to have any problem putting it on Amazon KDP platform. I don't know about any of the other platforms, but that's how it works with Amazon. So it's great. I think, you should edit it, just to cover yourself, and also just to put it in your own voice, because it may not be exactly in the voice that you want it to be in. You need to edit. Did that answer your question?
Yes. Thank you so much.
Great.
And George had his hand up earlier. George, would you like to still ask your question?
Yeah, well, basically my question was same as somewhat the same as Yvette, because it was on copyright infringement regarding the photos. But I do have a little follow-up, whether or not when AI first creates the book cover, do they let you know if there's any copywritten infringement, or like, for instance, like Pinecrest will tell you this picture have a copyrights, what's what I'm looking for, copyright regulations. But so you will not know, but from what you were saying, you will not know that until you go to publish the book.
Well, whenever you take anyone else's work, writing a cover, you have to know the copywritten requirements. You have to know what permission you need to get. But many people have been using these covers, and they've been editing them and using them, and it has not been an issue with Amazon. You know, you have to always follow if you take somebody else's work, but because with the AI, I put in specific criterias. What I just got from Magic Studio is not, when you edit it, it's yours, and you just gotta read Magic Studio's copywritten provisions and abide by that, and you'll be okay. That's the best way I can answer that. So wherever you get your cover from, just read their copywritten guidelines.
Right, but
then you'll be okay. But Amazon does not reject AI generated images. They just ask you, where did you get it from? And just follow any other copywritten guidelines.
okay, yeah, that was somewhat my question. Guys, basically was whether or not when AI generate, like that lady, that the lady in red, and you change it to a black lady, right? That would not. They would let you. Well, would they let you know that that would have been an infringement, or AI would not tell you that?
It's, according to Amazon, it's you just put what you need to put in there, and anytime, and read Magic Studios copywritten guidelines.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be a problem if you indicate where you got it from and it does not belong to anyone else. Like what I generated doesn't really belong to anyone because I just did it, and and if you have any other, if you doubt or you don't know, I guess you should really just seek a copywritten attorney or somebody, and they will let you know. Any other questions at this time? I'm just going through the chat. Okay.
And may I ask a question? I know I came on late, but I think I heard you talking about how you use the AI generator for your book, or maybe one of your books, plural, I'm not sure. Can you tell us, are you open to sharing the titles of your book with us? If you haven't, I don't know if you did that already.
Yes, I did that early in the presentation. Yes.
Okay, and we're gonna get the recording so I can see that again, right?
Yes. Should be
Okay, cool. Thank you.
able. Okay, so how are we doing on time? Okay. There are other I'm going to fly through this because time is spent already, but other AI artwork tools that you can use is Midjourney, OpenAI, as I just went through it in depth. 4 ways to write. You can write it all by yourself. You can let AI write most of it. You can write it, when I say most of it, it writes it, but then you go back and you edit, you re-edit, and you edit again until you get what you want. And then it becomes really your work because you edited it like 3, 4, 5 times. You can have somebody else write it, and that person is usually known as a ghostwriter. Now, to help you with writing well or better, you can go to Grammarly.com, or you can use Coursera.org or WritersDigest.com. All of these are really great writing resources. Writersdigest.com is phenomenal because it has a lot of articles basically on how to do just about everything for writing. Grammarly helps check grammar, spelling. It also reviews the tone of your writing. It helps with the proofreading and paraphrasing and everything else too. You should write whatever your heart wants you to write, and don't get caught up in it being perfect. It's better to get it written and done over perfection. Of course, you want it to be perfect before you push that publish button, but as you're writing, just make sure you get the contents down and you edit. No one writes a perfect book during the first draft, unless they're really super talented. But don't get caught up. It has to be perfect for the first draft. Just keep putting your sentences together, your thoughts together, your storylines together. Now, in order to commit to making sure that you finish your book, this is just a commitment letter that you can write to yourself, saying that you agree to finish writing your book. It helps motivate you. And another reason that I was able to finish my book is because I had 3 actually accountability partners, not at the same time, but there were 3 people who held me accountable for finishing my book. That is really a great strategy in finishing a book and not giving up. You just basically ask, a friend, your spouse, your coworker, your neighbors, somebody, let them know I'm writing a book, and could you remind me in 4, 5, 6 days if I've written those 2 pages that I said I was going to write. So it's good to have people like that to support you when you're writing a book, because writing it and finishing it can get challenging. Starting to write a book is great, but finishing it is what you really gear into as well. I just put this here to let you know that I actually put together courses and helping people to finish books, and I coach people to do it. Now, if you want someone to write a book for you, one of the great resources, Fiverr.com. I'm not going to go through that now because of time, but Fiverr.com. People offer services for $5 and up. A lot of times they're $10. It could be $20. It could be $200, depending on what they're offering. But there are many services that are offered for at least $10. You can find ghostwriters. You can get people to do videos for you. You can find just about all kind of service provider on Fiverr.com. I've used some of their services, and I have not been dissatisfied. They were really good. Sometimes they're in another country, sometimes they're right in your country, but you should check it out. They have very good services. I do write Christian ghostwriting stories, in case anybody's interested. Finishing helps you to open doors. People will begin, once you finish your book, you can use it as a stepping stone to become a motivational speaker, to do workshops, to become a consultant, to become a coach, to teach other people how to write their books, to create workshops in conjunction with your books, to create a play surrounding your book. That is how you make the money. It's not necessarily from the writing of the sales of the book, but from other types of events that you put in conjunction with your book writing that earns you money. So the goal is to finish. That is what you want to do, and use AI services, use a ghostwriter service. If you write 80-90% of your book and you say, you know what, I've had enough, then maybe you will want a ghostwriter to finish it for you. Finishing a book allows you to have a new lifestyle and do new things, meet new people. You can travel around the world. I've received invitations for people to come speak, and it's really because I finished that book called On Fire Connection, and people always are looking for people who have new material and who are willing to teach them something and offer something. So at this point, Ms. Cindy, you can take over with the raffle drawing, please.
Thank you, Miss Jennifer. I really appreciate the information that you shared, and I hope everyone this winter, you have no excuse. an hour a day or something, and put the work in. I'm sure you all have stories to tell, things on your mind that can put out something really good for the world to share with the world. And I'm gonna take that challenge on myself too. Okay, let me share my screen to finish off. But again, Miss Jennifer, thank you so much.
You're quite welcome. You're quite welcome.
So
Yes,
as you know, we always do the raffle. So I believe I have everybody's name, but please check and let me know if you're not there. I'm about to post it. Do you see your name? And if you're not there, speak up. Everyone should be there. Yes. Okay. Awesome. So we're gonna click away. I'm gonna find it. George, you're a winner. Are you here?
Thank you, thank you.
Okay, stay on. I'm gonna put a link in the chat for you to share your information so you can receive your gift card, okay? Via email. All right? I'm gonna
Okay,
call
thank you.
along with this, you are winning a book. You're winning Miss Jennifer's book as well.
Oh, I was going to ask that, but thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, 2 more, y'all. Christine, are you here? You're a winner.
Yes, I'm here. I want something exciting.
Yes. Please stay on. We're gonna put a link in the chat for you all, for all the winners to provide their information, okay? Okay, one more. Mildred, you are a winner. Are you here?
I'm here.
Awesome. Thank you so much. All right. I'm going to wrap it up with a few last slides that we have in the presentation. Just give me a second. And I also need to put that link in for the raffle winners.
Cindy, can I just say something quick?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Yes, no, I just want to thank Ms. Aniasi. Did I pronounce your name right? Yes,
Yeah.
I have to admit that thank you again for this presentation. And I have to admit for the first time, well, on this call, I downloaded GPT and started using it. So that's another benefit that I got from this presentation. For the first time, I use ChatGPT. So thank you for that.
Oh, you're quite welcome. I'm glad you were able to get something out of it.
Yeah,
It was my pleasure showing.
yeah. And I'll share my book with my daughter because unfortunately she was unable to be on the call because she's teaching a class tonight.
Okay. All right. So just want to share, please stay connected. Visit us on Instagram and Facebook at East Flatbush Partnership. Please take a look at our website at eastflatbushpartnership.org. If you need anything, reach out to us at our email, which is ef@jccany.org, or you can call or text at 347-675-7810. Now I'm going to stop sharing, stop recording, and thank all